So I wanted to make a quick video talking to the people about how I was able to lose 100 pounds, what I'm doing now that I'm in maintenance and not trying to actively lose, and what can you do to help yourself out if you feel like you're someone that has been struggling in this arena. So, hi, my name is Ansara. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a mom of 6, and I've been on my GLP-1 journey. If you're wondering what is a GLP-1, all right, GLP-1s, if you ever heard of Wegovy, Ozempic, they're semaglutide, okay? They're semaglutide injections, and if you heard of Zepbound, Mounjaro, those are tirzepatide injections. So you have options where you can get the name brand if your insurance covers it, or if your insurance don't cover it, you're just paying out of pocket for a certain amount, okay? Which still tends to be pricey. There are some people that could get Wegovy for like almost $500, and to some people that's affordable, but to me that was just not reasonable. And then the Zepbound, it would be with the discount card $650, okay? I am on Compound. Compound are options that are available for people that cannot afford the name brand, or they want the cost to be less. Okay, so I've been on Compound for over a year, and before that I was on name brand for over a year. When I was on name brand, it was just too much. It was $1,200 a month for me. That was with a discount card because my insurance refused to cover it. Even though I did at the time suffer from pre-diabetes, my cholesterol was high, and I was obese. Let me get a sip of my drink, my Starbies. Okay, so I had to find out other solutions. So for the first year of my journey, like I said, it was a lot. That was a lot on my pockets, and I did it for a year, and I was having to work side jobs just to be able to cover that. And then I found out about Compound later. So I was a little bit late to the game when I found out about Compound, but I'm still really thankful that I was able to find out about it in general. And I've been going the Compound route since. So for my Compound, I'm on tirzepatide. Like I said, tirzepatide is the active ingredient in Zepbound and Mounjaro, but mine's is compounded. So it comes from a compounding pharmacy that is regulated. I go through a telehealth called Fridays. They're absolutely amazing. You can see it in my description. You'll see my beacons in the description, which is my website. Click it, and if you want more info about Fridays, just click there, and it'll give you all the pricing and everything that you need. I will also explain the pricing in this video, so don't worry, I will get to that as well. Now, in the beginning of my journey, I was on semaglutide. If you don't remember what I said earlier, semaglutide is the active ingredient in Ozempic and Wegovy. From where I go through Fridays. Semaglutide is $249 a month. But I have a code, and if you use my code, you get 100 off. My code is SUN, S-U-N. All right? If you use my code SUN, you get 100 off. So if you were to say you want to start today, all you have to do is take the quiz, and you'll take the quiz. It'll let you know if you qualify. You do have to qualify. Fridays, what I love about them is not everybody, they're really strict with who they go through. And if, for instance, if you're type 2 diabetic but you're insulin dependent, they won't accept you because you're insulin dependent. But if you're type 2 diabetic and you're not insulin dependent, that's fine. So they are critical. There are certain qualifications that you have to go through to see if you're approved. Okay, so let's talk about that. All right, so with Fridays, they have 1 month option, 3 month option, 6 month option, and 12 month option. And I am so grateful that they have that. But you get a better deal when you're choosing to do the multi-month. So if you're just wanting to do 1 month, that's totally fine. I do mine month to month, but I love to tell people, if you're somebody that likes to do yours 3 months, 6 months, go for it. You get a better deal when you do that. So for the semaglutide, like I said, that's $249 a month if you do month to month. It'll be $149 for your first month because you get my code SUN. And then once you use my code SUN, it'll be $149. And then $249 every month after. Now, if you want to do the 3 months of that with my code SUN, it'll be $496. And then they have the 6 months and 12 months. I don't know it off the top of my head, but like I said, if you go to my description, all right, if you click on my YouTube page, you go to my description, you will see that you can literally click My Beacons, which is my website, ansaradaphne.com, and you will be able to see where it says want more information about Fridays. You click there and they'll give you more information. Okay, your other option is the one that I'm on, which is the tirzepatide. And again, tirzepatide is the active ingredient in Zepbound and Mounjaro. Tirzepatide is $3.59 a month from Fridays, but if you use my code SUN, it'll be $2.59 for your first month and then $3.59 every month after that. All right, now if you want to do the 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months, you absolutely can. The 3 months with my code SUN will be $7.96. I think it's $7.96. Regardless, you get a really good deal regardless of what it is. And then the 6 months and 12 months, you get a really even better deal for that. So my biggest thing is, what I love with Fridays, they're not sending you all of those bulky months at once. You're locking yourself in for that price, but it's still getting sent to you month to month on a month to month basis. You fill out that intake form. They're going to ask you, how did you do on it? They're going to ask you, what is your current weight? And they're going to ask you, do you want to go up or do you want to stay on the same dose? And you answer it accordingly based off of what you experienced within that past month. And then it's simple. It gets shipped right to you. So mine took 4 days to get to me. And I was like, this is pretty fast. That's pretty fast. 4 days? That's top notch. And I went to other telehealths before, so I'm not new to the telehealth realm. Again, guys, I am a registered nurse, so I do know about local med spas and all of those things, which are options that people have been going through. But it's so interesting to know that so many people don't know about these other options that are available, which is why I'm here talking to you guys about it and letting you guys know that, yes, there's other options out here. You don't have to continuously do the same thing over and over again. Absolutely get the best deal possible. One of the best decisions that I've made was starting this journey. If I would have never started, guys, I would still be obese. I would still be 240, and I would still be struggling with so many of the conditions that I struggled with. I struggled with inflammation, pain, and I was very, very fatigued, very, very tired. My hormones was really out of whack. It was so out of whack. And I'm so happy that I found something that worked. And I know now that I was suffering from insulin resistance. Oh, guys, my husband went into the store and he left his wallet. But yes, I was suffering from some sort of insulin resistance. And I am very happy that I know the things that I know now. 1 second. Just fast forward through this part. If you're watching the replay, I just got to tell him he left his wallet. But yeah, it's really one of the best decisions. You left your wallet. I have to come in. Where are you at right now? Okay, I'm on YouTube Live. Yes, while I'm on the phone. No, you're fine. I will walk in. I will get off this live. It's been 9 minutes. I was just doing a quick YouTube Live. But no, I will come in. I will come in. You're fine. All right, I'm coming. Anyway, I got to go hand him his wallet. But before I get off, guys, like I said, all you gotta do is go to my description. You're gonna see my website that says Ansara Daphne, and you'll see information about Fridays. I go through Fridays. They're amazing telehealth, but this was one of the best decisions that I ever made, to put myself first. And I was once 240. I am now 140. And guys, I feel absolutely amazing. People say I aged backwards, and it took me a minute to believe it, but now I'm like, yeah, I believe it. All right, so when you're ready, sign up. Don't forget about my code SUN, and it will get you 100 off. All right, guys, if you have any questions, when you look at my description, you go to my website, you can email me if you have any questions. I have a Discord community. I'm available out there, guys. I'm also on TT, so you'll see me on TT. It'll say Nurse Ansara Thrive. Nurse Ansara Thrive. All right, guys, so talk to you guys soon.